Alrighty, traders. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. In fact, it's a great Friday afternoon. Hopefully, everyone's here. I'm busy teasing Cameron at the moment right now because I've got the Bucks shirt on, and he's an Eagles fan. And so, go Bucks this weekend. Cameron's already said that the Eagles aren't going to play so well this weekend. So I'm going to bring Cameron on here. Cameron, what do you think about the Eagles this weekend?
Well, they're playing the Chiefs, and that's not going to look so well.
The Chiefs, but hang on, the Chiefs aren't playing so well either, man. I mean, they haven't had great games over the last two games.
Yeah, but it's Patrick Mahomes, and if you're playing Patrick Mahomes, you can always count on a loss.
Well, I've got Patrick Mahomes on my fantasy football team, so I'm expecting some fireworks this weekend because I need some huge points.
Well, you can always count on that.
Yeah, but hey, Cameron, listen, we're taking a look at the cryptos this afternoon, and we got Bitcoin that's fired up at 48,000 at the moment right now. We know the altcoins haven't really have started moving, but we haven't seen the big move like we saw in Bitcoin this morning over the last probably 6 hours. We've seen a big move in Bitcoin. Your altcoins, you've got a few altcoins in your portfolio as well.
Yeah, I do. A few of them's trending up right now.
Which one's trending up for you right now?
Well, right now we do have I am in Cardano. Cardano is going up a little bit. Chainlink is going up a little bit. Loopring's going up a little bit. So yeah, we do have a few altcoins that are going up because of Bitcoin.
Yeah, and if we look at the chart right here, we can actually take a look and see exactly what happened this morning. We had a good little spike up here in Bitcoin. It's creating a little bull flag at the top right here, which creates a little bit of concern. But we all know that this rally, there's going to be rallies and there's going to be dips, right? So, and you've been trading cryptos for a while now too with me, and we know that every time the market rallies up, there's going to be a correction, which allows traders that haven't got in to get in on those moves. But the big thing, Cameron, and you probably know as well, is that when the market retraces, when the market corrects, what type of strategy you use, like, right, the cost averaging, where you buy in at different levels, right?
Yeah, you always want to get in when it dips.
Yep, you always want to get in on the dips, and you want to use a cost averaging, so you improve your pricing as the market, because cryptos is very volatile, and if you haven't traded cryptos before, you know that cryptos are very volatile, and with it being volatile, we want to absolutely take a look at the details around what we can do to be able to use a strategy that is good and solid enough to be able to enter these volatile markets, but also at the same time not get yourself stopped out before the market actually takes off. So whether you're trading with margin or you're just actually using capital to buy certain coins, you have to look at those type of things and make sure that you are absolutely clear on the details of that. So let's go ahead. Cameron, I'm going to jump into some of this stuff right here. So I'm going to say goodbye to Cameron as we dig into some of the details this afternoon. And the one thing that I always look at Bitcoin as the leading indicator as to what the markets are doing. And as I go ahead and review Bitcoin right here, we can see that strong rally, but we have to pay attention to the swings going up. This is the internal swings right here. So that was the internal swing. And so take a look right here. We do have a price level that we're going to anticipate the market to stall and then correct itself again. So again, if you're not in on any coins at the moment right now, remember, the most important thing for you to do is to trade those corrections, right? You want to trade those corrections. We want to wait till the dips and get in on the dips. On the rally, it's really tough to make money because if the market does correct, you have to wait it out first before you even start seeing profits, right? So waiting for the dips is important. So which ones are really doing well at the moment right now that we can get into? So let's take a look right here. So first thing I want to do is I want to look at Bitcoin, take a look at the values on Bitcoin as to where Bitcoin is trading. And so as I go ahead and mark off that 1.618 over here, that's going to be a very important level. And it looks like my mouse's battery's dying out of me here. So here's an important level right here. So now that I've got that level marked out, I can see that price is getting very close to that. And that is priced at around about 48,600. So 48,600, expect a little bit of a slowdown there. Now, I'm not going to be too unhappy if we have Bitcoin actually rally through this level and trade a lot higher, and then use that level as support to come back to retest before it takes off again, because that's going to tell us that price on Bitcoin is going to go a lot higher up. So we're looking at about 48,600. We were looking at price to find that level of resistance, and then retrace off that, and then look for that next retracement, and then next push. And again, if it blows through 48,600, if we have enough to blow through 48,600, then we are going to absolutely look at a much higher target to the upside. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look right here as we dig into the details. And I'm going to go to this chart right here, and I'm going to say this. If Bitcoin rallies, all right, if it rallies past this level, so if we go ahead and see this little upside move right here, and it rallies past this level, then what's going to happen is you're going to see a pullback and then another rally to the upside. Now, a lot of traders, all right, I'm going to say this, a lot of non-educated technical traders are going ahead and just calling numbers out there. Oh, 60,000, 63,000, 70,000. We're going to hit those numbers. But they're not really telling you how the market's really waving. And so in order to be able to really understand how the market's really going to move, we have to understand technical analysis. Now, I understand that Bitcoin, Ethereum, all these altcoins, they have been very volatile over the last 5 years, and it's really tough to get some sort of technical analysis. But we've got enough data now, and the markets are really moving really the way we want to see them, in the form of these waves that we've seen, and we can actually now start becoming more technical minded, and have these technical predictions of what the market's going to do. And so when I look at these things, it's not just a trend line break, oh good, it's going to go off to the moon. No, it's not. There's going to be movement inside these swings that we need to pay attention to. So as I go ahead and take a look right here, we can see we're going to get some stalled here. If it blows through, fantastic. I'm not going to be unhappy if we blow through there. But I am going to be aware of the fact that 48,600 is going to be a significant level of resistance. Now, if I go to the BTC Dominance chart right here, we can see that we actually seen some strength in the dollar. But until we see the dominance chart moving down, the altcoins are going to slow down a little bit. So at the moment right now, the reason why we haven't seen a big blowout, and Cameron, I know that you've seen some rally in yours, right? You've seen some rally in your setups, but you haven't quite seen the breakout, right? The breakout there on your altcoins that you'd like to see.
Yeah, not yet.
I mean, you've seen some improvement since you bought in at very low, but you haven't seen over the last 6 hours or so, you haven't seen this big move in the altcoins that you hold in your positions in, right? You've seen some movement, not a lot, right?
Yeah, yes, correct.
Yeah. And the reason for that is because if you look at the dominance, the BC dominance chart, the BC dominance chart is actually telling us that we go more. It's more favorable for for Bitcoin right now. So Bitcoin's getting this big move, but it's given us a little bit of an indication that hey, the altcoins are going to start following, because when we see BC dominance chart dipping, that's actually an indication that we're going to get less people interested in Bitcoin and more people interested in the altcoins, and that's when you're going to get a shift of momentum to the altcoins, which means that the altcoins are really lagging behind Bitcoin movement. And so as we go into the details here, we're going to go ahead and take a look and see exactly what it is that Bitcoin goes ahead and does. Now, I'm going to go to the details right here, and we've got a couple of things here that we need to check it out right here. So first, number one, I'm going to go to our coin Gecko right here and take a look and see what's going on right here. So firstly, number one, we can see that the market cap's up 8.5%. It is because, of course, we've seen rally in Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's rally is pushing up the market cap, which is normal. Now, Bitcoin market cap being up, let's take a look at the movement in the altcoins. And if you look at the altcoins right here, all the altcoins over the last 24 hours are up. I mean, Bitcoin's up to 9%. You got Ethereum's up 9%. But then look at the altcoins, 6%. Tether is up 0.1%. Then you got Bitcoin Binance Coin is up 8%. You got Solana that's up 15%. That's a bonus. We bought that in on Tuesday. We bought Solana on Tuesday, so we're definitely seeing a good upside move on Solana as we've now gone ahead and increased our profits on that. So we bought, if you were in one of my shows on Tuesday, we bought Solana at a good price right there. So we're up on that. I just spoke about XRP, which is Ripple. I spoke about Ripple in one of my shows this morning. I was broadcasting for another YouTube channel, and we spoke about Ripple, and I actually placed a couple of Ripple buys on the show as well. Plus, I put some buys in on Polkadot as well. We're going to take a look at that as well. So Polkadot's up 11% over the last 24 hours. But look at the last 7 days. We're down 4.5%. That might be an opportunity right there. We're going to go into Polkadot and take a look at that. Dogecoin. Who loves Dogecoin? Come on. Everyone loves Dogecoin, right? Cameron, you love Dogecoin, don't you? I mean, you got some money in Dogecoin, have you not?
Yes, I do, but Dogecoin has been very steady. So it's not
been very
steady anymore, but yes.
Well, Elon Musk has said that this thing is going to go to the moon. So hold on to your Dogecoin, even if it's just something you put away in 5 years or 10 years from now, look at that. But Dogecoin's going to move. And if it doesn't, if it goes flat, that's okay. It's not your whole portfolio, right? So you're not losing too much in that.
Yes.
Yeah. So if we look over here at Dogecoin, we've got Dogecoin. We have Avalanche that's down 10%. There's an opportunity right there. Avalanche is down 10% still for the last 7 days. So we've gained a little bit on that, 3.8%. So these are an opportunity right there. And then you're looking at, let's take a look right here. Look at this. Algorand, you've got that minus 10%, up 10% today. So that might still be an opportunity, not as much. I like to look at the top 25. Filecoin, I got in on Tuesday on Filecoin. I also got in on ICP. I believe, Cameron, you're also in on ICP, right? Are you in ICP as well?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I got in on ICP on Tuesday. Got in quite a bit of money on ICP and also Filecoin as well. So that's what we picked up this week. So let's take a look over here as we look at the opportunity on the chart right here. I'm going to go to a couple of things here. Let's do Avalanche here first. That's Avalanche is AVAX right here. AVAX, there we go. This is what it looks like right here. Again, I'm going to move to the daily time frame first, just to see what I've got here. Oh man, that was the one level that we were buying over here. But let me go ahead and kill that. All right, so charts are clear. I know that Avalanche has moved quite a bit since last week, so we've had a bit of movement already. But what the one thing we can look over here on Avalanche here is that we do see that we had a price break right here. All right. So there's a price break here. And then after the price break, we did have some rally here. So let's go ahead and put that in. So we had a nice little kick up here. Here's your rally. Now, if you take a look over here, we did have, let's see here. We did have a pullback. I'm going to mark off a couple of things here. I'm going to mark off that level there. That's important right here. That level is very important. We did have a bounce off there. So if we look at Avalanche right here, even though Avalanche has gone ahead and been down, what was it, down 10% for the week? Yeah, for the last 7 days, it's down 10%. If you look at Avalanche right here, we do have these inside swings, and we're shy of this level right here. So this is why it's not a good play for me now. I don't like just to go say, hey, you know what, all the cryptos are rallying right now. I'm just going to go ahead and jump in on this. I'm not I'm not favoring that type of strategy just to jump in on this. So I'm going to expect Avalanche to either dip or going to rally up a little further, but I'm not going to be able to touch this one right now. In my opinion, it's too late right now. It's got to, even though it's easy to make money on cryptos by just buying the dips, you also want to be conscious of where the dips are. You know, if the dips are like here, then what upside potential do we have? And I'm really more interested in upside potential is giving me like that 25 to 50% returns, right? So if you look over here, this is this is going to be well, it says a 33% upside move right here on price. It's going to be about 33. So I mean, a 33% is not a bad deal because you're buying it at, let's call it 65, and you sell it at 95. So it's not a bad deal to be able to buy in there. But look at the upside potential. If you had bought it down here at this support, and now looking for the rally up here, you're looking at 132%. So that to me is a lot better. I mean, clearly it is, right? It's a lot better deal right here. So because this is not giving me what I want out of this trade, I'm going to stand aside on Avalanche. But still, for those that have not invested in Avalanche and you want to get in on a bit of Avalanche and you're looking for a strategy to apply to that, you'd have to do some sort of cost averaging. So you'd have to go ahead and say, getting in here at $68. And then if it goes back up to this, go ahead and get in here at 68. But then you'll have to wait for it to go ahead and take out this low. Here is really where I want to go ahead and buy in. If Avalanche can get back below 35, let's say 34, 32, round about there, then this would be a good play for me to go ahead and look to buy in over there at this level. So that's what I'll be probably looking out for, is the dip back down. You know, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But you know what? If it does happen, this is where I want to go ahead and play. All right, right about here. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our next setup right here. And let's take a look here. So we got this. Let's take a look here. Let's look at, I'm going to go to Polkadot 2. Take a look at Polkadot here. You know what? Actually, take a look right here. Cardano. This is actually something I got in this morning as well. It's Cardano right here. And I think Cardano is actually at a good spot. Look at this. We had this big retracement right here. Let's take a look and see what the deal is here on the Cardano. Well, it's last 24 hours is up 6.3%, but look at that. Last 7 days we're down still 2.9%. So that's an opportunity right here. Let's take a look and see. Now I'm going to move this down to I can go down to a 15-minute time frame on this, and let's take a look right here. So this is my suggestions right here. This is what I did in a trade this morning. I got in at this level right here at 2.20. I've got pending orders over here at around about 216, and I got another pending order right here at 214. So I am leveling in on this, and I'm actually looking for a price target on Cardano to move up to around about $2.32. So Cameron, keep that in mind. Write it down, 232. Make a note of that, because at 232, Cam, that's what you're going to have to start thinking about taking your profit off Cardano. All right. We'll have to look and see what you got in at and see what your type of profit you'll be generating, but it looks like a good level to get out of Cardano.
I'm not in Cardano.
What's that?
I'm not in Cardano.
Oh, you're not in Cardano? Okay.
No, I didn't get
okay. Okay, fine. Well, then that's good then. All right, so then what we want to do here is we want to reevaluate the trade right once the price gets around about here at 233. So $2.33, $2.32, round about there. That's what we want to go ahead and take a look and see what's going on with that. Then dot right here. Dot is, if you take a look over here on Dot, we had a trade that we were looking for price to come back to around about this level, 30.17. And so it came shy of that and turned around and hit back up north. So we've missed out on this run right here because we wanted to enter in on the dip. But if you look over here, the altcoins got a profit level on this right here is about 32.75. So there's not a lot of upside potential here on Polkadot, but so we're going to stand aside on that one right there. So that one's a little bit on the sideline. Let's take a look at Solana. Solana, let's see here. Again, altcoins have rallied up. Good side of rally. We actually spoke about this on Tuesday, and this is where we spoke about buying. Cameron, did you get in on Tuesday, Solana? No, you didn't. Okay, I got in on Tuesday on this, put quite a bit of money on this. I'm quite happy with the return so far. I bought in right down here at this level, This was our first entry right here. And we've gone well above what we anticipated to go, but it's up now already 23% right now. So we're up at about 23% on this. I'm always chasing after 25 to 50%. Now, here's my short-term target. My short-term target for Solana is, if you followed me from the Tuesday, then here's my short-term target right here at about 174, 175. So that's going to be my short-term target to get out. Now, this is, I must just add, this is the first wave structure right here. So you could hold on to this, and this is what's good about this, is because this is going to be wave 1, this is 2. We'll see price up here at wave 3, and then I'm hoping it blows through that. But if it does pull back, then what's going to happen is we're going to have a pullback, and then we're going to have another rally. And that'll be the 5th wave right there. And that's where I'll probably be looking to get the heck out of Dodge. So I'll be watching for that. But you know what? This 3rd wave right here, if we can get that 3rd wave pushing a little higher, then maybe we could go ahead and think about actually getting out of this trade without it dipping first. So get out of it, wait for the dip, and then get back in on the dip on that particular pair. So we can definitely do that. Let's take a look here and see what else we've got here. So most of the coins that we've seen so far are really indicating that we should look for dips and then rallies. Let me just take a look at this one right here. FTM. This is Phantom FTM. This one hasn't moved yet. Let's take a look here. We've got a nice little swing here. This is there from there to there. We had the pullback, and we've got now upside potential here. Here's another upside potential here. So getting in on this, it's going to set you up for, let's see here, 152. So $1.52 right here. We're at $1.41 right now. So we got a little bit of upside potential before. So although we haven't seen the moves like we've seen on Polkadot, we have seen a good rally here. And so we need to be a little more patient, because it's going to hit that top. And then we're going to get the pullback, and we can get in on the pullback. So we have to be a little bit patient. Now, this weekend, I believe we're going to get to those 1.618. We're going to get to the targets that I've just mentioned by the end of the weekend. I'm really pressing for that. And if we do, then we'll get another dip for opportunity. So next week, early next week, we'll have to talk about that next week, and we will do another show next week as well. But we're going to have to wait for those correction moves in order to be able to get in. So whatever you got now, hold on to those positions, because next week, we're going to get some corrections. I'm going to add to those positions, or for those that have not got in, that's going to create an opportunity for those that have not invested or not got in to be able to get in on those trades. So definitely look out for those details. So we got a whole bunch of opportunities. ICP, we got in right down here. You can see right here, buy at 43.90. We are up on ICP. ICP is doing really well. We are up on ICP about, let's see here, 15%. Yep, 15-16% on this. We're looking for price. I like this setup right here, because if you look at the 4 hour on this, look at actually, I have to go maybe to a 1 hour. No, 4 hours good. Take a look right here. We're looking for a huge breakout still. ICP's actually got the biggest return I'm looking for right here, because if ICP goes up to this level, I'm going to make my 25%, so I could either get out of that level. But if it blows through that and it moves in waves, and I'm not an advocate to hold on to these altcoins, because we all know that altcoins could be a solid buy, but then you could also have these altcoins that could just be a making sure that we are not holding on to these positions for too long, and we are taking profit on the way. You know, too many traders, too many investors are looking to get in with a bunch of money in at the lowest point, and then they want to continue to hold. And what happens is, profits that you're making, you end up giving back. You keep giving back profits, and a lot of times, if we get overconfident about the market, just continue rally, then what's going to happen is we're going to invest incorrectly and buying at the wrong levels, and we're going to end up sitting in positions that when we have a correction, specifically like you see here on the chart. Look at this. I mean, just think about the people that bought in on, let's see, I think Loopring is one of them. Let's take a look at Loopring. Before I go to Loopring, I just want to see the upside potential here. So we're looking at upside potential from here, from when I bought in, all the way up here, and we're looking at 100%. Yep, so that's a good return right there. So this is a great trade on ICP. Now, if I take a look at, let's go to Loopring, and Loopring, I saw it just a moment ago. Loopring, why don't I have Loopring here, Cam? Oh, that's strange. All right, let's go to Loopring here. And let's take a look at Loopring. And Loopring is another, and I know Cameron, both you and I both got Loopring in, right? I mean, you've invested in Loopring. I'm investing in Loopring. If we take a look over here, we can see that Loopring has gone ahead and broken through this channel first in number one. And let's see here. So this is where buying at the right places is so important, because look at here. If you have this blowout and traders are buying in here on the top here, I mean, you're sitting over here, and I know you can play a cost averaging approach, right, where the market's going to dip and you can buy in on the dips and right? I get it. But the problem here is you got to wait so long, and if you do buy in over here, it's going to take you long to even get you to a break-even point. And where traders are buying over here at the bottoms, they're making profit on all these rallies, making profit. And those that are taking profit avoid themselves on this. Cameron and I both looked at this, right? Cameron, remember you called me up. You said, "Hey, Pops, check out this rally on Loopring," and we end up cashing out and taking money out of Loopring and putting into something that hasn't moved, like Polkadot, right? Can you recall that?
Yes.
Yeah, so those are the type of things that we do, right? We get out of these big things because we know if we don't take our profits, we're just going to give it all back. So let's rather take our profits at those highs, and then when the market corrects itself, we can buy back in on the same, crypto, or go ahead and invest in something else that hasn't moved that much. And it's always smart to go ahead and put money back into Bitcoin and Ethereum if you haven't done that. So take your portfolio, build it up with altcoins, but then build up your portfolio with Loopring and with Ethereum and Bitcoin as well. But here is Loopring, and if we take a look at Loopring right here, we're starting to break out, but there's so much upside potential in here. I mean, Loopring is still at a very cheap rate right now. It's trading at around about 38 cents right here. We have seen it go up higher. The high has been, ultimate high has been 74. So getting in at this price here, you're looking at 2x of profits. You know, you can make 200%. I believe my math, it's just more or less around about there. Let's take a look here. So if it goes up to the highs up there, yeah, well, goes up the high there. You're buying in at, it's just a little less than 200%. Yeah. So you are definitely going to make some good profits going up back to the highs right here. And can we get there? Yeah, we could. We could absolutely get there. So Loopring is at a cheap price. In fact, Loopring is one of those coins that you want to get in and profit on the way ups and just keep profiting on the moves. So if you go over here and take a look at Loopring, and this is a 15. Let's go to 1 hour. You can see how choppy it is, right? Firstly, I mean, look at the price action on this. Is really choppy. But look at this. Doesn't matter. Cryptos or doesn't matter what you're trading. The markets are going to move in waves. And here it is right here. We had a nice little push. Then we had a third wave correction right here, very shallow. And by the way, this is those type of moves that you can see here, where price bangs through that 1.618 right here. All right, so it goes right through that 1.618. And then it almost comes back to retest it as a support level. And so that's a pretty level right here. And then we're looking for price to continue and work its way back up here to the 1.27. So we are expecting price to move back here. My mouse is killing me right now. But we're looking for price to move back over here after we've tested the support right here. So it has. So we would want to have price breaking through this level. If it doesn't, it's going to come back a little bit deeper. So keep your eye on Loopring. Watch Loopring over the weekend and see if Loopring trades back to this level right here around about 37. And it's trading at 38.99, but we're looking for 37 cents right here. So 37 cents, and this is almost we can almost call this at 39 cents. So we definitely need about a 2-cent drop on this, and then if we can get in at this dip right here, then we have about a 6 or 7% return on the move back up to the 1.618. Again, small bits and pieces. We spoke about it on Tuesday. How do you eat an elephant, right? Piece by piece, all right? You don't take a big chunk and try and eat the whole thing at the same, just piece by piece, and that's how you can build up your portfolio. We've shown the same thing with our Forex strategy, where we are looking at trading pieces of the whole thing, taking bits and pieces of the market, trading for 20 pips at a time, 20 pips at a time. And while we keep building this up, our portfolio building up pretty solidly, and we're not trying to get this whole big, we're not trying to hit these big home runs, right? We're just trying to take piece by piece, base to base for those guys that play baseball and ladies that play baseball. Just trying to get base to base, right? And that's exactly what you're doing with the system right here. All right, that pretty much wraps up the show today. Cameron, I do appreciate you helping with the production today. We will be heading back to the markets again next week. We've got a couple of videos coming up, a couple of shows coming up next week. Hopefully everyone can join us next week. A lot of opportunity this weekend. Take a look at the cryptos. Certainly something you want to look at. We will go ahead and revise it, not revise, but we will go ahead and review the details of what we discussed today in our next week's session. So make sure that if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, you may want to go ahead and do that. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Very important that we would like to get you to smash the like button, and we will definitely go ahead and get more content like this out there so that you can guys get educated on what's going on in the market. So if you do like what you've seen, you enjoy the show, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and smash the like button. Much appreciate that. With that being said, Cameron, thank you very much, buddy. We'll see you next week. Same time, right?
Yes, of course.
All right. Excellent. All right, traders, that's it. Have a fantastic time, and we'll see you. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.